Hi, and welcome to my tour of the National Library of Virtual Manipulatives. This site was produced with the goal of creating a unique library of math learning material, including interactive manipulatives and tutorials. I think that it is a great way to encourage struggling students to engage in math and to reinforce math concepts by making them visual, interactive, and a lot of fun. This enrichment tool is web-based, making it easy to access and use in the classroom. It can be used for any grade from K to 12. The subjects include number operations, algebra, geometry, measurement, and probability. Also, these are highly adaptable to work for students of various ability, making it super helpful in the classroom to reach students. The, um, the full program can be purchased for $40 for a single license use, or up to $1,000 for an entire school license. So just looking through some of the manipulatives here, you can see that they're categorized based on grade level. So it makes it helpful to find whichever one you want to work with. The first one I'm going to show you is Color Chips Edition. Just going to click on this here. And this helps students with adding positive and negative numbers, which is really helpful because it can be hard for students to understand that adding a negative is the same as subtraction. So this helps them visualize it and also play around with it. So it gives you a number problem here, and you pull out the number of chips that you need. So we need 2 negatives and 1 positive. We continue, and it tells us to simplify by dragging minus chips onto plus chips. We do that here, they go out with the bang, and we have an answer of 1 minus. Check, and go on to the next problem. So that's a really fun and easy way to add negative numbers. Another great tool is the money manipulative, there are 3 different ways we can do how much money, add up all the numbers here, or it can be pay the exact amount, so students have to drag in however much money they need to make this total up here, check their answer, or they can make $1 using however many coins they want here. Another really fun and great tool. One more we're going to look at is percentages. This manipulative helps students to visualize and work with the relationship between fractions and percentages and decimals. So we can punch in a whole number if we want to, say how much of that number we have, and compute a fraction and a decimal, and also get some visual aids with a circle graph and a bar graph. Also notice that every manipulative has information on the right side here to help students not only play around with their numbers, but also really understand what they're doing and reinforce whatever is going on with their math problem. So moving on into a slightly higher grade level, grade 3 to 5, we're going to look at another great manipulative, the grapher, which is good, especially for younger grades when we just start learning graphing, because it helps us to visualize our graphs, and also we can use multiple graphs, multiple functions on the same graph, which can help students with comparing lines and finding intersection points and things like that. Also, we can change the window, we can change the parameters of the graph. So it's another really helpful means. We can also use various functions like the square root, which is a tricky one to graph by hand, so we can use a computer to graph that one. So there's lots of different applications of this particular manipulative. So just scrolling down, as you can see, there is a huge variety of options for students to work with here, and it's also very adaptable. There's money in a couple of different grade levels, so as students advance, they can use the same idea but at a higher level, and it can be used for lots of subjects. There's algebra, there's geometry, a lot of helpful material to make for a successful math educational experience. Okay, so I encourage you to check it out and to see how the ritual manipulatives can work for you.